Bonjour tout le monde, comment allez-vous? Vous allez bien? Oui? Ok, donc voici la vidéo de la semaine 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it's the 5th week today of our course. We're halfway through. Temps passe vite, hein? Time flies. So, pour commencer, nous allons regarder les couleurs. So, something we looked at very briefly at the beginning when I gave you all vos classeurs, right, your folders. We looked at the colours. Okay, so you'll be familiar with some of these. In this video, I just want to point out how the colours can change depending on the gender of the thing that the noun that they describe or follow. So let's look at, regardons les mots en bleu. Okay, so ignore this red stuff for now. Because these are the names of the colours. So we have blanc, like this paper, blanc, white. Noir, comme par exemple le stylo noir. Rouge, comme stylo rouge, like a red pen. So blanc, noir, rouge. Bleu, comme ma chemise. Vert, comme ça, par exemple. Green. Vert, bleu, rouge, noir, blanc. And then we've got gris, comme par exemple le micro, microphone. Brun, comme mes cheveux. Yeah, brown. Brun, brun. Un, at the end, like number 1, un. Jaune, jaune comme par exemple cette serviette, this old rag that I used to wipe my whiteboard. So we have jaune, yellow, brun, brown, gris, grey, vert, green, bleu, blue, rouge, red, noir, black, blanc, white. Nous avons aussi 3 autres ici. We also have here 3 other colors. So, nous avons le rose. Rose, that's pink. Comme les petits morceaux de papier là. Rose. Violet. Violet comme cette écharpe. Violet. Orange. Orange comme mon amplificateur. Orange, c'est même marqué ici. Orange, c'est la marque, so that's the brand. Orange, violet, rose, jaune, brun, gris, ah oui, vert, bleu, rouge, noir, blanc. Okay, very good. So, why then? Pourquoi? Pourquoi est-ce que j'ai écrit les lettres ici en rouge? Pourquoi? Why have I written these letters? Added letters with a little slash. So, I need something feminine for this, a feminine noun. I'm going to go with une écharpe, okay, a scarf. I always wear a scarf, so it doesn't really matter what time of year it is. Je porte une écharpe, la plupart du temps, most of the time. So, if I were to say a white scarf, I have a white scarf. Let's say that because we'll look at the verb to have in a moment. I would say, j'ai une écharpe blanche. Blanche. So, the colour blanc changes to blanche because I'm talking about une écharpe. Une écharpe. We're talking about a scarf or one scarf. It would just be une écharpe. If you see the word or the words l'écharpe, L apostrophe E-C-H-A-R-P-E, then we're saying the scarf. And if we just see it with an L apostrophe, it's hard to know the gender of it. L'écharpe, is it masculine or feminine? It's hard to tell. But if you know that it's une écharpe, or if you check in a dictionary the gender and it says little f for feminine, and then you want to say, I have a white scarf, it needs to be une écharpe blanche, if we want to be correct about things. Une écharpe noire. Noir, you just add an extra e, so when you're talking you don't notice the words the same. Rouge doesn't change, doesn't matter what you're describing, it's going to be une écharpe rouge. Bleu, that's another one like noir. You add an e, but it doesn't change the way you pronounce it. So une écharpe bleue, une écharpe bleue. Attention, parce que ça change. You hear the change there. Une écharpe verte, not vert, but verte. So you pronounce the T when you add that extra E went to something that's feminine. So une boîte verte, because it's une boîte, box or a tin. Une écharpe grise. So gris with the S, you don't pronounce it, with the E at the end, grise. Brun, like les cheveux bruns, becomes brune. Une écharpe brune, a brown scarf. Jaune, that stays the same, une écharpe jaune. Une écharpe rose, ça ne change pas, doesn't change, it's already got an E at the end. And also, rose is the word for a rose, like an actual flower. So it's kind of, the colour is named after an object. Violette becomes violette. So the ET at the end, violette, that's just the colour, purple in general. But if you're saying une écharpe violette, you need to add the extra T and an E, which changes it from E to et. Orange, ça ne change pas. So that's a brief introduction of how adjectives, like colours, can change if they follow a feminine object or noun. Okay, so we'll see more of that. But for now, we're just going to look at le verbe avoir. Oui, I hope it's on this page. Oui. Okay, oui. Oui, ça y est. Hopefully you can see it. Oui. Ça va? Oui. Okay. So, excuse me. So here we have conjugations of the verb avoir, which means to have. Au présent, so it's in the present tense. I have, you have, he or she has, we have something, you guys have, or polite form for one person, vous avez, they have. So what are the pronouns here? Let me give you the pronouns. So first of all, the pronoun for I would be je, which is spelled J-E. But here we've got a verb, a conjugated verb that starts with a vowel. So instead of saying je ai, we just put j'ai. Okay, so that bit there is the verb. Tu as, you have. Il ou elle a. Nous avons, we have something, or we've got. So the verb to have or avoir can mean to have, but sometimes you might try and translate it from a phrase like I've got money, I haven't got any brothers, I've got a car, I don't have a dictionary. You know, it can be to have or to got, if you like, because it doesn't sound very good in English, but incidentally, that's a very confusing word to translate for foreigners, but keep it in mind. We have or we've got. Vous avez, you guys have. Ils and elles ont. Ils, elles ont. Ils ont, elles ont. What's happening there is the S is pronounced in front, so ils ont. It's kind of a Z. Let's have some examples from your handout. So here's the actual colour version of your handout, which I'll be emailing to you un peu après, just a bit afterwards. So there's the page 4, aussi the page 3 et 2, et première page ici. So if you like, you could put the feminine forms after the les couleurs ici. So, ici, nous avons la conjugation du verbe avoir au présent. So, you've got this basically written ici sur page 1. Et nous avons regardé en classe exercice 4 et 5 et un peu d'exercice 6. So we looked at exercise 4, 5 and 6. Voilà. C'est-tu ça? Oui. So, par exemple, j'ai un stylo noir. J'ai un stylo rouge. Nous avons 1, 2, 3 stylos. Vous avez les documents de la classe. Yeah, the handouts from class. Tu as mon numéro de téléphone? Do you have my telephone number? Oui, vous avez mon numéro de téléphone. So, you can use tu as or vous avez at the beginning of a question. So, remember that you can say avez-vous. You can put the verb before the vous to ask a question. Avez-vous un stylo? Avez-vous un stylo, s'il vous plaît? You can do that for the to form as well. As-tu un stylo? As-tu un stylo? But you can also ask questions just by stating a question and using your intonation. For example, avez-vous un stylo? Oh, excusez-moi. Vous avez un stylo? Vous avez un stylo? Tu as des enfants? Do you have kids? Okay. Now, what if we want to say that we don't have something? We don't have something. I think I gave you an example with a brown scarf. Okay, because I don't have a brown scarf. I've got nearly every other colour that you could imagine, but not a brown scarf. C'est bizarre. J'adore le brun. I don't know why I haven't got one because I love brown. Okay, so I'm going to write. In fact, I'm going to write. I'll start off with putting in the verb. That might have given you a little hint to why I hesitated there. Et, a, so je, et, tu as, il, elle, a, nous avons, oui, vous avez, oui, bravo, ils, elles ont, oui. So sometimes you'll get mixed up between the vous and the il, elle form. Don't worry about that at the moment. So we're going to say, instead of I have, we're going to say I have not. Or instead of I've got, we're going to say I don't. I haven't got. Okay? So this is how you do that. And you'll also find this on exercice 3 sur page 1. Okay, exercise 3, page 1. So to make something negative, you put a ne and a pas around the conjugated verb bit. Okay, you will need les pronoms, so the pronouns. If you're not using someone's pronoun, like he has a car, you can use someone's name instead. For example, Pierre a une voiture grise. Pierre has a grey car. Or it might be a lady. If it's a girl you're talking about, you're talking about her, okay? Elle. So, Marie a deux chiens. Okay? Marie has 2 dogs. So you can swap il or elle in a sentence for someone's name. Same goes for in the they form. So Pierre et Marie ont une grande maison. So they have a large house. Let's have a think. Oh yeah, in the we form. So nous avons, blah blah blah. We have something. You can substitute the we bit for something like mon mari et moi, my husband and me, or my husband and I, depending on how you speak. Or it could be a list of people that you're talking about. Me, Sarah, Jack and Robert, we're going to the cinema. So you could say moi, Sarah, Jacques et Robert, nous allons au cinéma. Okay? Or nous avons beaucoup d'amis. Yeah, we've got lots of friends if you're using this verb avant. Vous avez, oui, il, elle. So remember that you can substitute these pronouns for someone's name. Now, this one here, I haven't put in je because, oh no, because it's in the negative, I can. It's the ne that needs to go around, the ne and the pas need to go around the verb. So if I were to put je and then ne, I'd be saying je ne ai pas, which is a bit awkward. Instead, I'm going to say je n'ai pas. I have not, or I don't have. So these first three, in fact all of these, look, all of these start with a vowel, with A's and O's basically at the beginning. So instead of saying tu ne as pas, you will say tu n'as pas. Il, elle n'a pas. Nous n'avons pas. So the ne becomes an N apostrophe. Vous n'avez pas. Vous n'avez pas de stylo? You don't have a pen? Non, je n'ai pas de stylo. Je n'ai pas de stylo. We'll come back to that in a sec. Il, elle n'ont pas. I feel like I'm going to sneeze in a moment, so excuse me. I think I must have the start of a cold. Je suis désolée, mais if I sneeze, excuse me in advance. So, in any other verb, if it doesn't start with a vowel when it's conjugated, you'll have ne and pas either side of it, okay, to make it negative. So it means I do not have, or I don't have in this case. We don't have, you don't have, etc. So I mentioned there, je n'ai pas de stylo. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Désolé, je n'ai pas de stylo. I have no pen. I don't have a pen. So what's that little de? Je n'ai pas de stylo. Well, that's just a way, that's just the correct way of saying I don't have something. We don't have something. Par exemple, nous n'avons pas d'enfants. We don't have any children. So, because enfant starts with an E, instead of saying nous n'avons pas de enfants, we make a little contraction, we shorten it, so it becomes pas d'enfant. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Ça veut dire, tu n'as pas de... tu n'as pas d'amis. That's quite funny. You've got no friends, so you don't have any friends, if you like. Il ou elle n'a pas d'argent. He or she doesn't have any money. Dommage. Vous n'avez pas de chocolat. You don't have any chocolate. Vous n'avez pas de chocolat. Ils, elles n'ont pas de... Ah, I know. Pas de voiture. So, let's just have a quick look at what these mean, and then we'll finish before we get to 20 minutes. Donc, répétez s'il vous plaît. Okay, so like, repeat after me, please. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Je n'ai pas de stylo. Je n'ai pas de stylo. I have no pen. I don't have a pen. Tu n'as pas d'amis. It's quite a mean thing to say. Tu n'as pas d'amis. So, ami here means friends. It's in the plural form with an S at the end. It starts with an A, so tu n'as pas d'amis. Toi, tu n'as pas d'amis. You might say that if you're really mean, if you're in a playground or something with other kids. You've got no friends, you. Il ou elle n'a pas d'argent. Il, elle n'a pas d'argent. Bien. Nous n'avons pas d'enfants. Nous n'avons pas d'enfants. Très bien. Vous n'avez pas de chocolat. Vous n'avez pas de chocolat. Vous n'avez pas de chocolat. Nous n'avons pas d'enfants. You could do this sort of like to little rhythms if you like. Speed it up, see how fast you can say them, just for the sake of practicing. Ils ou elles n'ont pas de voiture. Ils n'ont pas de voiture. Elles n'ont pas de voiture. Ils, elles n'ont pas de voiture. So, well done, guys. That was colours and the verb avoir in the negative. Remember, ne and pas becomes an N apostrophe before the verbs that are conjugated with a vowel at the beginning. And if you don't have something, if you're saying, I don't have any cheese, I don't have any flour, I don't have any milk, we looked at all that kind of food stuff last week, didn't we? Then you just need to say, je n'ai pas de something. You don't need to change the de into de la at the moment. You can just follow it with the noun. Je n'ai pas de céréales. Je n'ai pas de fromage. Je n'ai pas de jambon, etc. Je n'ai pas de café. Je n'ai pas de thé, etc. Okay, well, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Bon week-end et à la semaine prochaine. Au revoir.